Boom, boom, bam. I'm back. Better than ever, baby. Up in this bitch. Why am I back? I just left a little earlier, right? Talking about finals, Pacers, Thunder, top 5 head coaches in the NFL that are on the hot seat and could get fired in 2025. Go back and check that out on YouTube. The Great Debate Show is available wherever you get your podcast. I'm TikTok live and YouTube live right now with an emergency podcast. Some breaking news, kind of. We've all knew that this was kind of going to happen, but now we know for sure. Aaron Rodgers is finally signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's the breaking news. He's signing a 1-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rodgers is headed to the Steel City finally, according to Tom Pessa, somebody at NFL Network. I can't quite catch that name, but he's flying out on Friday to Pittsburgh, and he's going to sign a 1-year deal with the Steelers. He informed the Steelers that he will sign a 1-year deal with the team before next week's minicamp. NFL Network insiders report that right there, and I also saw it on my Apple News. It came up pretty quick, so that's the breaking news. We knew it was going to happen, at least we thought. But again, just yesterday I was talking about the Vikings quarterback situation. There's reports that Aaron Rodgers was still waiting on it. Maybe he's finally gotten a definite answer that the Vikings are going forward with J.J. McCarthy, the rookie quarterback, or second-year pro who's still a rookie. I didn't know for sure. I just talked about that yesterday, and now here we go. So that's it. Aaron Rodgers signing with the Steelers. What does this mean now for the Pittsburgh Steelers? We kind of thought it was going to happen. They waited. They patiently waited, and they did it. The most important thing is that they're doing it. He's going to do it Friday, and they say that he's doing it a week before minicamp. I guess that means he's going to be at minicamp. Could Aaron Rodgers be changing his ways? Will there be no off-season drama? Well, I mean, this has been a lot of drama, but are they actually going to change this? Is he actually going to be a better man? I think he really wants to erase what happened in New York with the Jets. You know, asking for certain players and coaches and assistants, and none of it really working, and it was just bad. And I think it was so bad that he really does want to make it right. I don't know. Now, I got a few Steelers friends, fans that have told me that, hey, man, I don't want him. Get him away from me. We can tank it. I know Steelers fans that would rather them tank right now and hope and keep their fingers crossed that they can get an Arch Manning in next year's draft in 2026, even though there's rumors that Arch Manning may not even come out of the 2026 draft. But they hate Aaron Rodgers that bad. He was a cancer. They think he is a cancer. But I got to say, though, this tells me one thing at least. He's going to be there for minicamp. Maybe he's going to be there for all of training camp. Maybe he really wants to work out with these guys, get the feel, get some chemistry, everything that he should have did in New York. I think maybe he's learned his lesson. I'm not trying to get soft or whatever here on Aaron, because I'm sick of him too. I'm sick of his shit. But the fact that he's doing it Friday, he's going to fly to Pittsburgh and he wants to get it done a week before minicamp, that's a very positive sign. So what does this mean for the Pittsburgh Steelers now? Are they mid still like they've always been? Or are they actually going to break that ceiling and come out here and fuck around and win the AFC North? Can they finally give the Ravens some problems? I can't wait to see what my co-host Terrence Smith has to say. He's a Baltimore Raven fan. I can't wait to see his thoughts on it, because I don't know if he really knew this was going to happen or not. I want to thank everybody that's joining me on TikTok and YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's watching me right now. That's the breaking news. Aaron Rodgers is headed to the Steel City. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. And he's going to show up before minicamp, a week before minicamp. Wow. Aaron Rodgers, maybe he's changed his ways. Maybe he wants to make it all right and show the Jets that, you know, like, I'm not such a bad guy after all. And maybe the Steelers could actually get rewarded here and get the good end of it. We didn't know. Was this a low risk, high reward, or was it just a risk period? He's going to be there. He's going to sign. What does this say for the Steelers now? Do you think anything different about them in the 2025 season, according to their schedule, their opponents, you know, their roster? Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf. There it is. So he worked out with him a few months ago, and here we are. We're about to do it. Now, who's going to be their number 2 in Pittsburgh? Pickens is gone. I think he was waiting on Pickens to leave, and he tried to wait a few weeks because he didn't want y'all to think that it was because of Pickens. He's got a bad attitude. Not that Rodgers don't, but I just don't think they would have worked out. Let me speak to everybody on YouTube right now. Josiah's in the building. What's up with you, man? Yeet. Bub is back again. He says, yo, 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. Yeah, man, how you feeling, man? He's washed. That's what he says about Aaron Rodgers. A lot of people are saying that, man. I know. A lot of people are saying that. I've got blind man in the building. I hope you're not blind, man. Who else we got? Reese is in the building. What's up? He says, what's up, man? Too bad we didn't trade Ayuk to them. We can't. We can't. Nobody wants him right now with that knee injury. Nobody wants him. But I'm starting to get on the wagon with you all, too, with Brandon Ayuk. He's starting to piss me off, too. Like, dude, chill out. What's your problem now? You want more money? You just got money last offseason, and you got a bum knee. What are we talking about here? I don't know. But, yeah, Reese, I hear what you're saying, though, brother. Blind man. Okay. Let's see. Fragler Gaming in the building. How are you? Thank you. Hi to you. What else we got here? Josiah, not a good duo. He should retire. He's a wannabe T.O. Reese says he's a wannabe T.O. Talking about DK Metcalf. I got you. I don't know, man. I don't know how this is going to go. We've been thinking that it was going to happen, but it hasn't came into fruition yet, but now it has. Now it will. You got Joe Burrow over there in Cincinnati. You've got Lamar Jackson in Baltimore, who's been running the AFC North. And then we know we got Cleveland. We don't know what to make of them, but probably not much. But then again, who knows? If Shadur could somehow get that spot, you never know. So, but now Aaron Rodgers, man, Aaron Rodgers now being in Pittsburgh, I mean, like, I didn't know was it really going to happen or not. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not know if it was going to happen, but now it has. So now that it has, what do the Steelers look like in your mind now? What record did you have them at without Aaron Rodgers? Does it change any now that you know for sure they're going to have Aaron Rodgers? Any Steeler fans in here, please tell me, how do you feel? Do you like it? Are you just relieved that it's finally over? The headache is over? Or are you disappointed that he done this, that he signed? Because I know some Steeler fans, like I said, did not want Aaron Rodgers. They were like, man, he can go on. I'll pass. I've heard some say that. So, I don't know. Give me your thoughts. And give me your follow. Hit the follow button and the like button. Thank you. Drop a comment. All of that helps me out here with the algorithm for people to find the Great Debate Show. Wherever you get your podcasts. I'm live right now on YouTube and TikTok. Just here for an emergency podcast. I had to break the news to everybody. Aaron Rodgers is headed to Steel City. He informed the Steelers that he'll sign a 1-year deal with the team before next week's minicamp, according to NFL Network Insider's report. 1 year. I'm sure people were expecting that. 2 probably kind of would have been pushing it. There's no guarantee that it'll just be 1. If they have a good 1 year, maybe it could be 2. Who knows? But he is signing, and he's doing a 1-year deal. Finally, it's over. He is committing to the Steelers. They were just about to give up on him. We've been hearing a little bit from the general manager and the Rooneys, and they said that they would wait, but not too long, not forever. I think Aaron Rodgers started to hear the Kirk Cousins whispers. The Falcons are still trying to get rid of him. He didn't show up to minicamp over there in Atlanta, so, you know, the Steelers could have gotten frustrated, impatient, and said, all right, we gave him a long enough time. We're not going to miss out on Kirk. Let's go ahead and get him before somebody else does, whoever that would be. It would have cost them more money, though, to go get Kirk Cousins. So they come out cheaper with Aaron Rodgers. It's just they didn't know. I thought they maybe knew, but they didn't really know. So now they know. Here we go. I don't know what to say about it right now. I'm not looking at the Steelers schedule, but I'll talk about it. That'll give me something else to talk about tomorrow. I'll be here. Again, I'm here weekdays, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. The Great Debate Show, live on YouTube and TikTok. And that's pretty much all I had. I just wanted to talk about that. Reese is talking about Ayuk. Says no Ayuk. He sent out a pic on his socials. T.O. working out in his driveway then. Oh, man, that's what he did. I saw that T.O. picture in the driveway doing the sit-ups when he was an Eagle, but I didn't know. I thought they were just trying to call Brandon Ayuk Terrell Owens. I didn't know Brandon Ayuk posted that pic. Brandon Ayuk posted the T.O. pic working out in his driveway when T.O. was having his fits with Philly and Reed. He's a joke starting drama when no one else is. That's what it looks like, Reese. I don't know what's going on with Brandon Ayuk. I'm hearing that it's money or something in the contract. I don't know, but damn, yeah, nobody's gonna trade for him. No, I'm sorry. I know Niner fans are ready to get rid of him, but I have to even start complaining now because I have been a little pissed at a lot of you fans talking about Brandon Ayuk and the drama that he caused during the offseason. He held out just like Bosa was holding out. Bosa signed his contract in 2023 that summer, the same week of week 1. You know, just a few days before week 1, before they kicked off the NFL season. Nobody was saying a thing. So I wasn't feeling that. But this Bosa wasn't doing. And so BA is doing a little too much, and it's time for Brandon Ayuk to go. But I appreciate that comment, Reese. And good to hear from you again. Josiah said he should retire. Oh, he's still talking about Aaron Rodgers. Josiah, man, it's good to see you, man. Good to hear from you. It's been a minute. He's out of here, I guess, until we heat again. I know you guys are probably working. For sure, Josiah. Thunder God is back in the building. He said he's washed, but had the same exact numbers as Mahomes last year with less interceptions. Ooh, but they not gonna tell y'all that. Man, that's a good comment, Thunder. That's a good comment. I'm even starting to ask myself, how great is Patrick Mahomes? For the past few years, his numbers have not looked great at all. But we just say, that's Patrick Mahomes. And they still go to the Super Bowl every damn year. So we don't really complain about a trip. But how much is that is him? I was going to do an episode talking about Patrick Mahomes, and I may talk about that a little bit more next week, maybe even tomorrow. Nobody gives Eric Bieniemy the credit that he deserves. He ended up going back to college last year after a year in Washington calling the plays. But for 2 years, he's been gone from Kansas City. And can't you kind of tell when you look at Patrick Mahomes? Shout out to Eric Bieniemy. He didn't get enough credit. And this comment by Thunder God, the reason why I like the comment is because he's reminding us that Aaron Rodgers, while we're saying he's washed, those numbers were the exact same as Patrick Mahomes. Then that's interesting. Very interesting. Now, again, we could say Patrick Mahomes doesn't have the Tyreek Hills anymore. He didn't even have Rashid Rice last season. And again, he doesn't have Bieniemy. He doesn't have a lot of weapons. They had D-Hop old ass out there. I mean, he's kind of up there now. And he ain't the same. He's not quite the same. He's lost a couple steps. So, he didn't have a lot. So, I'm not saying those numbers were supposed to look like they did in 2019, 2018, 2020. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that, hey, it's been a while. So it was interesting that he used that. But back to the person at hand, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, his numbers don't look that good. But again, if they match Mahomes, then it ain't that bad. And I think that's still an upgrade for the Steelers, though. Again, they had a chance to hold on to either Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. They let them both walk. So they have to think that this is an upgrade with Aaron Rodgers. Just like the Vikings. They let Sam Darnold walk. They let Daniel Jones walk, who had just gotten there as a backup. They must have faith in J.J. McCarthy. Now I believe maybe they do. They have to. Because Aaron Rodgers is finally giving in and said, all right, damn, I'm going to sign with the Steelers. I'll be there Friday, man. I'm going to sign Friday. Yeah, tell him that. That's what it seems like. He finally got the word that they really do like J.J. McCarthy. I question that. So, but again, Thunder God, thank you for that comment, man. To say that Aaron Rodgers is washed, he had the same numbers though as Mahomes, but less interceptions. He made a point there. Ain't nobody talking about that. Reese said this season for once, there's no drama. He's not even off IR and still yapping his mouth for what? He's still talking about Brandon Ayuk. That's one of my another Niner in here, fellow Niner fan. I don't know, man. I guess we'll find out more about that. I have not did any research on that just yet, but I need to talk about that. Sometimes people hang in there with me And then sometimes I don't have any of the Niner fans in here watching. So, but yeah, that's something to talk about for real. Brandon IU, we'll do that. I don't know what the problem is though, man. I really don't. Like the channel, my man. New sub. Thank you, Thunder God. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But as far as Rodgers, he's still A-Rod. With talent around him and time on the clock, anything can happen. Did they fix the offensive line in Pittsburgh? I need some Steeler fans in here. Somebody could tell me. How does Aaron Rodgers look in Pittsburgh? Can he look better than he did than Russell Wilson did? I like the fact, though, that he's going to show up a week before mandatory minicamp. I like that. Aaron Rodgers coming back for his 21st season in the NFL. Boy. Thank you again for that sub, Thunder God. And Reese, that was a good comment that he just left there. He thinks that, Aaron Rodgers can still be Aaron Rodgers. Not quite the same, but you know what I'm saying? Better than what the Steelers have had. I just don't know if that's enough to get them over that mediocre hump that they've been at for a while now. That they really have. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Aaron Rodgers has informed the Steelers that he will sign a one-year contract before next week's mandatory minicamp. For his 21st season, he's flying in Friday to do that. I'm sure that they'll give us the news to report it and confirm that that is official, unless something crazy happens between now and tomorrow when he's supposed to fly in and sign. He's going to be a Steeler. And does this make the AFC North a little bit more tough now? The AFC North and the NFC North are the best two divisions in the league. The NFC North has it beat by just a string of a hair. Maybe Aaron Rodgers kind of changes that a little bit now. I don't know. Again, it's all about what you think of DK Metcalf. Najee Harris is gone. Did they get better in the running game? All of those things, man, I don't know. I don't know. Reese, thank you for joining me, man. And you too. Be good, brother. Thank you. All right, TikTok, YouTube, that's it. If I could get any Steelers fans in here before I leave, I'd appreciate it. I just want you to tell me, what do you think? How does the Steelers look now? I've had Steelers fans tell me they didn't want them. They're okay. They'd rather go with Mason Rudolph and tank it out for Arch Manning in 2026. And they still very well could be doing that. We don't know how this is going to play out, but that's that. I want to thank everybody that's joining me here, though. Everybody that's joining me here. Thank you. Fernando, everybody. Landon, thank you. But I've said everything that I needed to say. This was an emergency podcast. I just wanted to break that news. Aaron Rodgers with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Will they finally not be mid anymore? Can they get over the 9-8, 10-7 hump and go further in the playoffs? Can they win their first playoff game for the first time in 9 seasons? Because they haven't won a playoff game in 9 years, since 2016. So, yeah. Well, let's find out. It's official. Now I have to give J.J. McCarthy, I think they finally give him the keys in Minnesota, because I think that he was waiting on that. Now that they have confirmed that, I think they finally confirmed that, hey, man, we're good. We're not signing you. We're rolling with J.J. We know he's young. We know we're in win-now mode, but we're good. That's what it seems like. And here we are. Now he's signed with the Steelers, so I think he knows now that the Vikings are not interested in him. They're not trying to go down that road. So he's a Pittsburgh Steeler for 1 year. How was that 1 year going to fare? We'll find out. Now let's see what else the Steelers do now that they have their quarterback. It'll be interesting to follow their next moves, if any. Or did they already put everything together? They were just waiting on this final piece right here. We'll see. All right, this is the Great Debate Show. Again, available wherever you get your podcast. I'm live Monday through Fridays, weekdays, noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Mountain, 9 a.m. Pacific. I'll be back tomorrow to discuss more about this. If I get further details, I'll talk about Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. I'm also going to be talking about whatever happens tonight with Game 1 of the NBA Finals. OKC Thunder against the Indiana Pacers. Are we being too disrespectful to Indiana? What if they pull this out tonight? They can run the floor with anybody. Just what if they can steal this one and, kind of go from there. That's how they kind of been getting away and winning these series here. They surprise people on the road just like that and stun them. I got OKC in 6. A lot of people tell me it won't even go that far. We'll see. I'm just not trying to disrespect the Pacers. Doing that has not been smart. Look where they are now. Look how far you can go by being voted the most overrated player in the league. Man, I wish somebody would say I'm overrated or something. Maybe I can achieve a little bit more, accomplish a little bit more. Halliburton really has been showing off, man, and I like it. But SGA is the MVP, and it's for a reason. And I think they're about to show the Pacers tonight why, but who knows? All right, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. And again, subscribe on YouTube. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. Let me know what you want me to debate about in the next few days here coming up. The finals is not going to be a lot to talk about when the season ends. So what are we going to debate about? What are we going to talk about? Let me know in the comments. I'd appreciate it. And I will check it out. Thank you again to TikTok, everybody that joined me here and on YouTube. Until we meet again, y'all be safe. Peace out.